Well, let's start with this update. So yesterday I did the fuel filter, air filter, spark plugs, and oil change. And I put another video up yesterday, and it's still not firing the way it needs to be. It keeps shutting itself down. I cleaned the carburetor out a little bit. I went to everybody's favorite channel on YouTube and did some research on that. Watched a lot of people how they did theirs. So I'm gonna do basically everything all over again. Toolbox set up. Dogs in the shop watching me. So let me see if I can get it to even start today. So let's see, RPMs are at 0. Let's see. Yep. It's already starting up. You know, it smells like fuel. Make sure there ain't fuel leaking out of it, because there is a heavy presence of fuel. Yep, we were just at 4,000 RPMs, and then it dropped again. All right. So I'm not going to keep doing that. I know it's going to fire up. It does fire up eventually. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull this all apart again and figure it out from there. It really makes no sense why it's doing this now. I never had this problem before. I'm pretty sure it's the carburetor. I put 1.5 quarts in here. The guy told me to put 2 quarts in there, but I was already passing the fill marker on the dipstick. So let's see what that's actually at. Yeah, so I'm already past fill or full. So I'm going to re-pull everything off. Moving the carburetor was actually pretty easy yesterday. I put that fuel filter on. That's what they gave me. I bought this one just to have a bigger one. And I was getting the same problem. So I really don't think it's a fuel filter. I think it has something to do with this carburetor. So I'm just going to re-pull it. Clean it the best I can, because the guy told me that a new carburetor is going to cost about $300 and something, and I'm not paying $300 for a carburetor. That makes no sense to me. I'm sure the labor is included, but I think I'm just going to pull it and see what's in there. Maybe I can clean it with some brake cleaner or some engine cleaner, then blow it out really well so there's nothing in there, and hopefully it starts up. If not, then I will be buying a carburetor, but I looked on Amazon and they sell carburetors too, and it's the same ODM carburetor, has their name, Kawasaki, on it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens after I get this done. Let's find out. Alright, so I pulled this out. That's what the guy on the YouTube channel did. He pulled it out, cleaned it out, so that's what I did. I'm going to clean this out, I'm going to clean that out, and I'm going to clean this whole carb out, and then we'll see.
No.
Alright, update time. Sun's out. Progress has been made. So, I pulled the tank off again. Everything's back together again. Now, the reason I pulled my tank off is yesterday when I cleaned it out, or I emptied the gas, I didn't really clean it out. So, this is what I found in my tank. Look at all that shit. And I just bought this gas, so I am going to re-siphon it back into the fuel tank without getting all that particle shit in there. I added this in there because it's going to help clean the carburetor. So threw that in there. My little mechanic's on scene. So I didn't see nothing in the fuel filter itself. I took a look at it and it has clean fuel in there. So it's just the outside that's dirty. I don't really care for it, but I'm probably gonna put the bigger fuel filter back on it, so I want to see it more clearly, because that other fuel filter I have, it's actually more clear. So I'm gonna stick this back on so I can actually see what's running through it, and then hopefully this fixes the problem. If it doesn't, then I'm going to just bring it to them and have them work on it. Like I said though, the carburetor's on Amazon. I'll probably just buy it off Amazon. If it comes down to it, I'll replace it myself. It wasn't hard to pull it apart and clean it up, so let's see what happens. I'm gonna redo all this, put it all back together, and then see if it turns over. Well, I think tomorrow I've got to wash my garage floor. Kind of got oil everywhere. Also got to figure out if I'm going to end up breaking all this concrete out of here and getting that fixed. But guess what? That's not important. What's important is I fixed 4 machines today. Finally got this thing up and running. Had it running for about good 5-10 minutes. She working perfect. Got the wrong one. So the filter's supposed to be sitting more up there. It has to sit down there for the time being because, yeah, I got the wrong. It's not the right one. But it is the right one. It's just not where it's supposed to be. So I got to get new fuel lines for that. She up and running. Running like a champ. I turned the PTO on and had the blade spinning. So that's good. She's up and running. Oil change, air filter, spark plugs on this one. All kinds of bullshit done on this one just to get this one running. So I texted the neighbor that gave it to me. I told him thank you for giving it to me because I fixed it. I really didn't think it was going to be fixable with all the oil in the engine, or the watered down oil in the engine. But she fired up and she ran. Same thing on this one. Oil, spark plugs, and air filter got changed on it. Something else had to get fixed. Oh, had to tighten the handles on this because they kept breaking loose on me. I found both grass catcher bags too, so I got to put those back on. I got to figure out if I know where the side chute is for these. If not, I'm just going to order 2 new sets. Got to go online, and I'm going to replace this side chute with one from Ballard. They make the one with the arm control, so I think if I get that put on, it'll be a little bit better. There's a house I do in Elmhurst, and that's the main reason I took off the rubber chute on the side, because it kept hitting the other person's gate. So not really much to this one. A couple bolts here and there, but problem with this is right there. You're supposed to push down on this pedal and the line snapped, so I tried doing some putting some metal clamps on it to hold it, but that didn't work, so whatever. But that's finished. Those two are finished. That's finished. I need a new head for that, so I gotta work on getting a head for that. It's still doable, but I need to replace the head soon. And then I gotta cut up those diamond plate. Gotta stick it on the trailer. Optimus Prime. Let's go. Let's go. But yeah, productive day. Got all 4 mowers done. Well, 3 mowers and the air blower. So we are good to go. Y'all have a wonderful Mother's Day, and I will see you all tomorrow.